Okay. We could go by the order of the thing I made with all the topics on it. Or we can just does anyone have a preference of who wants to go first? I don't mind going first.
Mine, I haven't really been able to look too much into it, so I
Me
don't really have a whole
neither.
lot to
I just have
add
a
other than I gave a link.
I just have a general idea. So I'll just do mine then. How about that?
Alright.
And then you guys can just feel better, be like, oh, okay, well I can do this. Okay, so I did the Java collections, and Java collections pretty much it's a way to make coding easier for you instead of having to write out more code because it's kind of like I guess you could say libraries in a way, but not really. Um, Let me see. I want to show you an example. So the example I have with the code is just the array list. So this is a collection in Java that you can use. And you can see in this person's code, they've created their array list. So this is the collection right here, and they've imported it. So the way to use collections is you do have to import it in, otherwise it won't recognize a lot of this. And most of it's just blah, but this is just how you would use a collection. So you just import it, use it, and then this is being used appropriately, but you can do that with many more things. And here are some of the other things that you can import and use. But you do have to kind of research to make sure you're using them the right way because I would have to have kind of examples if I was going to do my own code. I'm a big example person. Um, yeah, and that's pretty much the same thing, and that is. But up here, it's had some good things. So it just reduces programming effort, increases performance, and you can read all of that too. And I did post this website on the resources section, the communities for this class. So if you do want to take a look at it, you can do that. And here's some more of just the Java collections you can use.
Awesome.
Oh wait, oh my goodness, I wasn't even sharing my screen. You guys have absolutely no idea what I was talking about.
But it sounded good.
Okay.
It sounded awesome.
So sorry. But yeah, so here's some things you can use. Now that you can see, I'm so sorry about that.
It made it more interesting.
Okay, well, now you can see. So this is posted on the community's resource section if you ever get a chance to look at it. Okay, so whoever wants to go next.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Alrighty. Since I wrote up like 6 pages of text because I didn't know exactly what was needed, I'm not going to read it to you.
Okay.
I'll post it up on there at some point. So if you did want to, you can. So I'm screen sharing so you can look at mine.
All right.
So here's part of that really long thing. Mine was kind of the user experience, bad prototyping, kind of understanding modern software designs. Just getting it through that just because it's modern doesn't make it easier. In fact, it probably makes it harder. Uh, User experience is really the important part of why we program, why we design, why we prototype. If the user experience is poor, you did your job wrong and you didn't prototype. If you did prototype, you have to prototype that. It's kind of interesting. That's something they don't teach you in school. I've been doing this for a long time in my company, and in school they'll tell you, okay, you need to prototype well so that your end user will understand it. Well, that's not actually the case. You want to prototype poorly so that you can understand all the bugs before your end user figures out what the bugs are. So I wrote this program here. It's called the command pattern, and it's in C sharp, but I can convert it to Java. What it really means is it's converting a light to turn on and a light to turn off with switches.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
So this, starting from using system down, this is the entire console right line. Light is on. As you turn it on, and then it calls turn off, and then it has those namespaces in here, and it has different methods, and it's
It
really
is
long.
really similar to Java, by the way. It looks really similar.
Yeah, C# and Java can be interchangeable.
Okay, cool. That I didn't know.
So I marked this out. This is a horrible experience.
Okay.
It's long. It looks like a beginner went through it. I mean, I'll list this out, and I listed a couple of ways why it's horrible. This is what it is and what it should be. It's just this little tiny thing, and it takes up the same amount of power the first one did, with less bugs, less problems,
That probably makes it run faster.
runs faster, no lag. I make video games for a living, so my entire thing is.
I play video games for a living. Just kidding.
Don't we all?
Yes.
So this is really important. We don't want the system to lag. If it's an MMO or if it's just single player, you don't want
Okay.
anything to lag. Period. So when it comes to user experience, always bad prototype. Makes it easier on you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
I've had my mic on mute because my son's crying a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But usually he's pretty happy. But mine was HTTP URL connection. Basically, from what I understand, it'd be used to send and receive information. I guess for your application, so you can connect to other websites and stuff. One example I listed on the Google Drive was I'll try and share my screen real quick. Okay. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have another monitor plugged in, so I don't know if that's giving issues. But so like for this example, you could connect to Android.com, and you do so with the way that it's showed there. So you'd connect to it, and then when you're done using that connection, you disconnect. Other than that, I don't really know. I'm not too familiar with the uses or how that would come into play in your application, but I guess it's possible and it's useful. So I'm excited to learn a little more about it and implement it. That's all I've got.
Well, that's pretty good. It's something I didn't know.
Alright, well, don't worry about that, Dustin. Mine's probably going to be even worse than that, because I didn't really understand my topic. But mine was Socket.io. So, can you guys hear me alright?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, I just missed what the topic was again.
Oh, it's called Client and Server Socket.io.
Okay.
So if you guys know anything else, feel free to jump in.
Okay.
But, according to here on Stack Overflow, one of the top answers describing Socket.ios is that they're needed when you're using real time in your app. So, for example, if you have a multiplayer game and you have two players interacting with each other, you need real time for the game to work. And so Socket.io is a way to do that, and they're pretty fast as well. Another example they give is like a chat app. You're chatting with somebody like that, you'd use Socket.ios as well. And then I'll be posting these links up as well. But here's some code to kind of show server side. And I don't know really how to explain it, but and then further down it shows the client side, kind of the uses for it and when you need to use it and stuff like that. But the main thing I got is that you use it when you're using real time in the app that you're creating.
Okay. Oh, well, do you think we can, sorry, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, because I promise this does tie into it, but I do have to ask this first question. Did we want to pick tonight exactly which app we're going to design and build?
We should probably do it sooner than later.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how we're going to work the socket IO into this server client, depending on which app we choose.
Well, I use a client socket, client server socket for when we develop.
Okay. I haven't ever used it before, so I'm just trying to think of how I would make it work if I was to do something with it.
I think one of the only things you would ever do with it is to connect to a server.
Okay.
Realistically. Like if you were going to connect to, if you have your own website, you could connect to it through SSH or FTP. You'd have to use a client server socket for that.
Okay, that makes more sense then. Never mind, I was thinking something completely different.
If you played a MMO or online game, that's a client server socket.
Okay.
It's that act of dialing in your authentication for it to work.
Okay. Sounds good.
So it's cool Brandon contacted us.
Yes, I just sent him an email too.
So, good to know. I got his phone number, so that way we can be a little. He said his notifications weren't going off, so hope add him to
Add it to the group chat.
texting.
That'll be good. All right.
What was everybody's ideas?
It was. Oh my goodness.
So that app that you what's it called? Like charades or heads up. I don't know if you've played that. Mine was just to kind of make that game over and put bigger database in it of words and stuff. Mine was mainly just to fulfill the assignment. I wasn't too thrilled about it, but so I don't really want to do it.
Okay.
Charades. That I forgot who it was. Who had the management schedule, a schedule to help organize like the workplace?
That is a good question. I listened to
Maybe that was Brandon's.
2 of them.
And then if I remember, Sterling, yours was so that you could see all of your gaming stuff on just one page, and your other friends could view it as well and compare their scores.
Yeah, which
Brandon, can you hear me?
Hello, Brandon.
Hey, did your phone just die? What is going on with your phone?
Hey, what's up, Brandon?
What is going on with your phone? Hey, do you remember what did we like better?
That was kind of funny, but
That was funny.
I'm not going to judge or anything, but no, I'm judging. He was funny.
I don't know if he's still there either, Brennan.
I don't know, his phone's not working. Didn't you hear? End of day, I'm such a jerk, I'm sorry. Oh, we're still
Oh,
online.
we're almost done. Almost done.
Yeah, that's
So-
recorded now, man.
Yeah, it's stuck there forever.
Oh, not record right now? Should I stop the broadcast and then we can just
No,
talk?
it's too late.
You're good.
Should I
Yeah,
end
so-
the broadcast? Because we already did. I think it's mainly to record our teaching stuff. I think,
The teaching.
yeah. I'll just end it now.